In this video, we have been given this exponential equation 2 raised to the power of 3x plus 2 raised to the power of x equaling to 10, and we shall have to find the real values of x. In order to solve this equation, first of all, we shall apply the rules of exponents. Whenever you have, let's say, a raised to the power of n and then to the power of m, this is the same as a raised to the power of n times m, and it is also equal to a raised to the power of m and then to the power of n. So you exchange the exponents. Therefore, we shall express 2 raised to the power of 3x in the same way. So our equation will become 2 raised to the power of x and then to the power of 3 plus 2 raised to the power of x, and this will be equal to 10. And at this point, we shall let 2 raised to the power of x to be equal to any variable. Let's say y. So this will become y raised to the power of 3 and then plus y equaling to 10. And if we take 10 to the left hand side, we shall have y to the power of 3 and then plus y minus 10 equaling to 0. Therefore, we shall have y to the power of 3 plus, now y can also be written as 5y minus 4y, and then minus 10 equaling to 0. And if we rearrange this, we shall have y to the power of 3 minus 4y and then plus 5y minus 10 equaling to 0. Now for the first part, y is a common factor, so we shall pull it out. This will give us y into, this will be y to the power of 2 minus 4, and then plus, now for the second part, 5 is a common factor. So if we pull out 5, we shall remain with y minus 2, and this will be equal to 0. So this will become y into, this will be y to the power of 2 minus, now 4 is the same as 2 raised to the power of 2, and then plus 5 times y minus 2 equaling to 0. Now from difference of two squares, whenever you have, let's say, a plus b and then times a minus b, this is the same as a raised to the power of 2 minus b raised to the power of 2. Therefore, we shall express y to the power of 2 minus 2 to the power of 2 in the same way. This will give us y times y plus 2 and then times y minus 2 and then plus 5 times y minus 2, and this will be equal to 0. And at this point, we can pull out y minus 2. So this will be y minus 2 into, for the first part, we shall remain with y times y plus 2, and then plus, for the second part, we shall remain with 5, and this will be equal to 0. So this will be y minus 2 into, if we expand this, y times y will give us y to the power of 2 plus y times 2 will give us 2y, and then plus 5, and this will be equal to 0. Now at this point, we can either set y minus 2 to be equal to 0 or set this to be equal to 0. If we set y minus 2 to be equal to 0, y will be equal to positive 2. But if you remember, we had set 2 to the power of x to be equal to y. Therefore, 2 raised to the power of x will be equal to 2, which is also the same as 2 raised to the power of 1. And if we compare the exponents, we shall find x to be equal to 1, because the bases are the same. And then the other option is to set y to the power of 2 plus 2y and then plus 5 to be equal to 0. But if you remember, we were told to find real values. Therefore, before we solve this equation, let's find out whether we shall get real values. This is the formula we shall use. b to the power of 2 minus 4sc should be greater than 0. And if it's less than 0, then there will be no real values. In this case, a will be equal to 1, b will be equal to 2, and then c will be equal to 5. So we shall have b to the power of 2, which will be 2 to the power of 2 minus 4, and then times 1, and then times c, which is 5. This will give us 2 to the power of 2 will be 4 minus 4 times 5, which is 20. And so this will be equal to negative 16. Now, since negative 16 is less than 0, this means that there are no real values. Therefore, x equals to 1 is the answer. Now, if you want, you can prove this answer. The equation was 2 to the power of 3x and then plus 2 to the power of x equaling to 10. If we put in x equals to 1, we shall have 2 to the power of 3 times 1 and then plus 2 to the power of 1 equaling to 10. Now 2 to the power of 3 will be 8 plus 2 to the power of 1, which is 2, and this will be equal to 10. And so 8 plus 2 will give us 10 equaling to 10. Therefore, the answer is correct. So that's how you can solve such an equation. If you have found this video helpful, don't forget to like it and also subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.